We're back with Noel Turner, the founder of FREZZOR. So Noel, our generation has captured the reality that we need supplements, and business jumps into that opportunity to create the laboratories that are packing chemicals into pills and telling us that that's going to meet the need. When God already created the factory in nature that produces everything that we need, and you found that factory in the green lip mussel in New Zealand, and they're producing the source for the omega-3s that you brought to us in the FREZZOR product. Why is that the superior source?
The first reason is, Bob, you touched on it, it comes from green lip mussel. Unlike fish that eat fish that eat fish, the green lip mussel eats the very source of life that God created. It's the phytoplankton. So there's no intermediaries. It's the very source that all of marine life are dependent on. And there's this just magical phytoplankton that is full of this intelligence and antioxidants and other compounds that are natural that the green lip mussel take in and then expel. They take in this phytoplankton that is full of these omega-3s, and they embed it into the flesh of the green lip mussel. So we've got the very intelligence life from the source inside of the green lip mussel, and then that's where I came in, where I extracted that very intelligence, those polyunsaturated fatty acids that the body so desperately needs to maintain good health. So I extract them from the green lip mussel and put them in a soft gel capsule where they've been undisturbed, where they haven't been adulterated, where they're in their natural form.
No, we can't buy that in stores. We're not going to find it in the discount aisle. You're going to find it from someone who has figured out what we need and how to put it into a convenient and daily supplement form that can literally impact our bodies for the long term. No, I want to be healthy for the rest of my life, and I want to be able to get the most out of life for as long as I'm here. What is it about the omega-3 product in the FREZZOR omega-3 that's going to make my body more resistant to the kinds of maladies that define the worst of life but ensure the best of life?
First thing is, Bob, you've got to make the right choices. And the first thing is to embrace a lifestyle that incorporates natural products, natural, organic, non-GMO products. To consume lots of leafy vegetables because they're full of a lot of polyphenols and antioxidants, which are essential for good health. And you've got to get rid of the trans fats and the other processed foods and the sugars out of your nutritional intake. I don't like the word diet because people diet this and diet that and just throw the word diet because diets don't work. It's about getting just clean nutrition into your body, some exercise, some sleep, then coming back and addressing specifically your question. So I want to just give the backdrop. You're filling yourself with toxins and poisons. It's going to be fairly hard for FREZZOR to fight that insult of oncoming insult of chaos that's coming at it on a daily basis. And so what would assist, to get your body back to where you want it, where you can experience good health and you can feel good all day long. And that's what people want. They just want to feel good, and where they don't have headaches and they don't have depression and they don't have aches and pains. And Bob, they can do that by making those right choices and taking in the right clean nutrition. And what's really important, because even when you got the clean nutrition, we're not getting the omega-3s like we used to be able to get. So that's where FREZZOR steps into that gap. And you touched on it earlier, where they fired up the manufacturing companies with synthetic omega-3s, with synthetic vitamins, synthetic minerals. Let me share with you, Bob, the body wasn't designed for them. The minute you consume those synthetic supplements, vitamins, call them whatever you want, the body doesn't like them. The body doesn't respond well to them, because after how many millions of years you want to say we've been around, what is not in our DNA, it's not in our physiological makeup to ingest anything that's chemical. It doesn't recognize it, and so there's this battle going on in your body, and it hasn't manifested itself. You understand? Diabetes just didn't appear, heart disease just didn't appear, meaning I got heart disease or I just had a heart attack. There was a backdrop to it. There was a lead up to it. There was a whole history there of consuming the wrong foods and consuming the wrong nutrition and not doing the things that are necessary to maintain your body that led to that event, to that debilitating event. So what's important is to start being proactive and take in omega-3s, because we know omega-3s is essential for enabling our body to perform the way it's supposed to perform. Now, another thing that's really essential about omega-3s and people don't understand is that it addresses and looks after the cellular system. It feeds, it nurtures, it repairs the cellular system. There's over 100 trillion cells in our body, and that's the intelligence network of our body. That's what protects the very cells, the very DNA, the very mitochondria, the batteries of our cells that give us the energy and the vitality. And the thing that protects those mitochondria is the cellular system, is the cellular membrane. So when you understand that's the defense to stop the bad stuff getting in, then you understand how important the cellular membrane is. It's that important that it's made up, and people don't know this, and don't want to get too technical and scientific, of phospholipids. The green lip mussel contains more phospholipids than any other omega-3 on the planet. That's just a fact. It's full of omega-3s, and those omega-3s are so essential to repair the cellular membrane, to nourish the cellular membrane, to protect the cellular membrane, because within that membrane you got your hormonal structure, you got hormones in there, you got all sorts of other things that are going on in the cellular membrane, and the cellular membrane is the first defense. So it's important. It's just like having a house. And if you don't have a good roof, you're gonna have water. You're gonna have water in that house that's gonna ruin the house. The inside of the house could be beautiful, but if your defense system isn't in place, it's going to impede on the beauty that's inside. And that's what's happening. People need to understand. They need to protect their DNA, and they need to protect their mitochondria and everything else that's within that cell by feeding the cellular membrane of what it needs. And the cellular membrane is made up from omega-3 phospholipids. And green lip mussel, the FREZZOR green lip mussel, has the most phospholipids of any omega-3 on the planet.